Hello, hello, hello. Almost midnight. Well, today it was nice. The only thing was not nice that I could sleep like for 10 or 20 more minutes and I will have 100% 6 times in a row. But now it's 98 and it sucks. So today day was funny, was nice, was some wins. Actually, two huge wins. Um, Maybe three. Today days was amazing. So where to start for the God's sake? In the morning, I was going to the meeting with a real life friend who I'm working on his business SEO and website and stuff like that. And I did an amazing job in like a week. And he's impressed. So I'm gonna earn some money. And also, he will buy me a new phone when he goes to United States and when he returns back, a new iPhone with a US number, and I will be able to have a WhatsApp for my company, which will be amazing. Which will be, I want to integrate that to the new onboarding and retention software that I have, which will be a game changer for me to basically chat on WhatsApp and inside my app. Um, that's a one win. And after that, I did a haircut finally, um, and I'm not looking like a jackass. Like I hate when I have beard and like my hair all over the place, messy and stuff like that. Now I look fresh, man, and younger. Um, so that was not a win, but for me it's a win. I like this haircut and like looking fresh. But I'm not counting that as a win. Um, so the next one will be that I found a cold caller that one call. I worked on one cold calling job with a guy, and he tried to start a business as well, and he failed. And he wanted me to mentor him with some stuff, and in return, he will help me with the cold calling. Of course, if he gets some meeting or something, I'm gonna pay him, but uh, I'm gonna have one cold caller, and I'm gonna try to find a few more and with them together I'm gonna call, I'm gonna attack now my market. uh, so that's the second good thing. The third good thing is I made a very very good deal, let's say $600 a month. uh, the guy, some guy from Serbia is going to run my LinkedIn account and book me some meetings from it as well and do a content as well, which is amazing. If I get one client out of that, it's gonna pay off. uh, and they wanted to do like attack with 5 accounts or something, and I was like, my niche is not there. like like out of 27,000 leads I have, they're like between 4 and 5,000 people from my niche, I mean the owners on LinkedIn, which is not a lot. And I'm like, let's try out with one account. So as soon as I get money for that, I'm gonna start. Maybe I'm gonna borrow money for that, because that money should return in a month and I can just give the money back, and I will have a client on retainer for the future months. Um, and this is a huge part when you're running a business. Do not bug out with these things. With like, people are having problems with spending money. They don't want to spend money back in their business. They want to buy, you know what, you know. Um, but I literally don't have money for food. Like, my girlfriend is buying me food. Some friends are, buying me food, and I want to use money to turn back in business. You see how delusional, how brainwashed I am. How much I want to win. I'm not gonna eat because I want to win. Do you understand that? And it's not the first time I'm doing this. um, and I can handle like eating every other day. Kind of good for my brain, being in ketosis. Um, so that's the third one. And a fourth win, I approached one of the biggest companies in my niche. I approached a guy, I made a video, offered him that we can work for them. He ignored me. I offered some results, he ignored me. Then I made a joke about my hair, that was messy hair, and my video wasn't that bad, stuff like that. He actually replied to me and told me he's going to talk to me during the weekend. And if we get inside that, if we start working with them, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be like I cannot, like, one of the biggest companies in US. Can you imagine how good of portfolio that's gonna be for us? First of all, I'm not talking about money, but that's if we made a deal, that's gonna be an amazing deal. They are spending on marketing a ton. They are, I think they're sponsoring one of the NBA team. So it's like I'm gonna do my best to just start working for them. I will, I don't want to be greedy, because if we work this for free, it's gonna be win. But okay, we need some money, But you see what I'm saying. I figure out that they're not running Google ads, and I was like, hey, maybe we can do it. I figure out that they're most of their employees are Serbian and Montenegro guys. So I went in to a Serbian guy who's like some operation manager or whatever, and I was like, record a video for him. But if we make this deal, that's gonna be a game changer. We are a big fish already, So a lot of good news, man. Like, but I still need I need a few more clients so I can, basically eat and have money to invest, because it's starting to, and that's why I want to attack with the cold callers, like all of us, and do the meetings and just close as much as possible. Like, I got the fire inside myself. I want to fucking I want to fuck the competition. I want to destroy them. I'm evil. you know? Man, they don't have a chance against me. I'm this delusional brainwash is like, there's no they cannot compete. I'm gonna pay whatever I need to pay for mentorship to learn to they cannot compete. They know and my niche is like, it's not like real estate where they are like a big agencies. There are not a lot of strong competition, so that's why I'm confident. Even if they were, they should be afraid. And that's my drive in this fucking business. And yeah, there's one more thing that drives me, but I don't want to share that. It's pretty sick, pretty mental, pretty no. So feels good. I'm gonna get. I guys, I have a broken iPhone 6. Wait. Oh, you just have a. But there's a huge. I cannot show you that. You see it? Like, it's cracked. It's like. It's gone. 6S, to be honest, a little newer iPhone 6 version. And probably gonna upgrade soon to 17 Pro, the smaller one with the US number. Probably gonna ask a guy to make an Instagram there, so I can make content in US. That I know. Not just might try that. So that's why this day feels good. The only bad thing is that I had 98% of the sleep score, not 100. So that sucks. So that's it, guys. That's it. Some good news. uh, I need to get this payment from this friend from today that I did a website, so I can put some money in a API, so I can scrape most of my industry, so I can have perfect leads. Then I can employ the cold callers and teach them everything I know. They're gonna be killers, and I cannot. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun teaching people cold calling, motivating them, doing meetings every day. Um, Listening to recordings, all the crap. Like, I'm gonna give big commissions, uh, because like, let's say I close for $1,000. I want to give like 500 because I'm good with retention. So every other month I work with people, I'm gonna have the full commission, full retainer. So I don't care like if first month I give like 50%. I don't care. And I want that people that are going to work with me earn a lot, you know. So the people that prove themselves, that make results, so I can close, I'm gonna make them some base salary as well, and gonna give them unbelievable commissions. Um, and I understand a lot about the sales mindset, so I'm not gonna punish anyone, but I'm gonna encourage the winners. Oh, the good times are coming. I had a paradigm shift somehow, um, and I feel great about it. And what I want to say is, I was thinking that I need to get 10 clients myself on cold calling, and I know I can do it. But why, man? I did almost 40,000 cold calls in my life. I know how to do that. Why should I work alone for like 2 or 3 months when I can employ and train like 5 people that are gonna kill? You know what I'm saying? I was having that paradigm that I have to do it myself. I'm the guy, I'm doing everything. And I switched towards I'm a fucking CEO. Let's fucking delegate everything. And this is interesting. I wanted to finish the video, but I'm going to continue because of this. And no one told me this. The paradigm shift happened because recently I'm using cloud a lot. And what cloud is doing for me, I ask cloud a question. Hey, how can I do this? And cloud answers me, hey, this is how you do this. And I just tell him, hey, give me step by step. He gives me step by step. And I just go and do step by step whatever I fucking want. And the problem is with everything previously I was doing, when I don't know to do a step, I'm stuck as fuck. I procrastinate. I get distracted. It takes me so much time to start to do a simple task because I don't know it. And most of the time I just don't do it because how complicated everything is. But now I have Claude that's helping me with step-by-step solutions. So let me let me show you Sarah. This is my personal assistant. You see, it can be anyone can now sign on with Google. There is a task manager here. She can talk. I mean, people, you can, if you're watching this, you can sign to this, but you need, you need like Cloud API and this 11 Labs API, which is free. There are some free credits here, but this is not free. So if you put the two of those and the voice ID of the voice you want to choose, you can chat with Sarah. You can create tasks. You can tell her to create tasks. Let me show you. Hey Sarah, can you create a task for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning to drink a glass of water? See? See what I did? I coded this. And anyone can join this with Google. And the point of Sarah is that she is helping me think like a millionaire, you know, like a high level individual as well. Having decision making here. When I put the task here, we're doing some high level decision making. When I put the task here, she's going to remind me that I need to, like, hey, you're a day away from deciding if you want to do a task or not. And when I decide a task, it should go here. And when it comes to the, okay, this is a bug. It said 19 December. What the fuck, man? But 9 a.m. You see, today, 9 a.m. today. And this is why I say, you know, if I was, I could never create this on my own. Let me fucking light, you know. I'm recording in the dark. Because I don't have a clue how to code. I don't have a clue what the GitHub is. I don't have a clue. I was using another, I don't know the name of the GitHub, something similar to GitHub. I don't have, you know, like, you know, I would say, hey, I want to create Sarah, but I don't know coding. I will need years to learn coding. Okay, I'm not. But with this, I can do whatever fucking I want. This is amazing. This is fucking amazing. And this is how I got my paradigm shift. Because you have an idea. I have Claude. I ask Claude. Claude helped me do it. And like, okay, let's employ people that can do my ideas as well. So as an SEO, I need to fucking find people that can help me do my vision. And that's how I broke my paradigm with doing everything on my own. Because I fucking have the knowledge of the cold calling. Probably one of the, I'm probably world-class cold caller with almost 40,000 cold calls made in life, you know. With educations I had, with experience, with my creativity as well, with myself not only doing cold calls but learning about that, learning about sales, learning about human nature, learning about business, learning about how people think on the other side, all of that, man. Like learning about the history of the sales and why people hate sales being sales called, because of the fucking how you call it, used cars scammer salesman that will sell you any kind of crap of the car just to get his commission. Like, and because of these people in the past, people now hate sales because they were being scammed, and they were looking at the salespeople like someone makes you buy something you don't want. He manipulates you, and people subconsciously see sales guys like people who manipulate you to buy something you don't want. I understand this, and if I use this knowledge to teach other people, a lot of other people, why should I do it myself? You know, that's what I'm saying. So I'm ready to give huge commissions to killers. I'm ready to teach them everything. I know how it looks, how it looks to be in a bad cold calling company, and I'm gonna do exactly the opposite. I'm gonna do a perfect leads for them. I'm gonna teach them the cold call phases. I'm gonna teach them the training drills for each phase. I'm gonna lead the meetings for my team. Make them do the role plays with them. I'm gonna listen their calls. I'm gonna motivate them, give them bonuses if they do a good job. Like this mindset switch, this paradigm shift, I just epiphany, how the Charlie calls it. I don't even know what that epiphany is. Like sudden aha moment or something like that, if I understood correctly. My this hand is going to the other screen, by the way. And it's funny. But dude, I was like, I figured out today as well that, so Charlie's course will teach some things that are like contradictory, which is okay. And I'm going to tell you why what I mean. So it's saying do the sales, be consistent, and don't ever stop sales and procrastinate on that. And I was like, okay, that's noted. Not gonna do that. But then the other way, especially in the week 7 in WIP, he give you priorities. Like number one priority is service delivery, then sales calls, then appointment bookings, then the rest. And when I got the first client, I stopped doing sales. I started doing sales before that, but I focused on service delivery so much. And I felt guilty that I'm not doing sales. And that my partner should do service delivery. But from the previous agency experience, I did that, and it failed because I never checked what my partner is doing at all. I never entered Google Ads to check what's going on. First time. Now I do. And yesterday I entered Google Ads. So our strategy is first month do the clicks campaign, so we can get a lot of data in Google Ads, so Google Ads can learn what clicks are good, what clicks are not. Then after a month or two, we're going to switch to conversions when it got more data. So we did some very nice changes to our landing page and website, and campaign went to the learning phase again. And since now I'm looking at Google Ads every day to check what's going on, I saw that campaign learning phase is actually made for conversions. It's learning conversions, not clicks. And I asked my partner, why did you do this? And he didn't. It's either it changed automatically, or our clients changed that while he was updating something. We asked them to update some information. And it's good that I'm now, if I haven't checked Google Ads and just did sales, maybe this will tear down the results we are doing right now, and maybe we will lose client, because we started well and now we are doing something that we shouldn't. And you know what I'm saying, this could destroy the good campaign we're doing. And even though course is saying don't stop doing sales, but the VIP course is, so week 7 is saying that service delivery is priority. And that's contradictory, one with the other. But to me, being the last month so in depth into service delivery, I think because of that, our agency jumped from, like, let's say we have 1 to 10. Our agency jumped from like 3 or 4 to 8 right now, or 9. What we did in the last month with service. And dude, a few days ago, the client told me, hey, we got some spam calls. Noted. I asked fucking Cloud, hey, my client is having spam calls, and he gave me like 5 things I can do. 2 in the Google Ads, 2 to code some stuff and put on the website so you can prevent spam calls with the code. What the heck? I never knew that exists. And the step 5 is doing some things daily, which but fucking amazing, And it's good that I stopped doing sales. And now because of that, if I got this amazing client that I talked in the beginning of the video, that's going to be because I stopped doing sales. And now I see, like, I saw a video from Charlie from today. He was saying something like gains and cuts, like you cannot do both. And it's exactly this. But it's very hard to I wanna articulate it well. You see, I switched to from sales to service delivery, and I was beating up myself. And probably this is reflection of that. These rats here, not these ones, but this ones. This is this is me beating up myself emotionally because I'm not doing sales. I'm making myself guilty of that, and I'm feeling bad with myself, and I'm losing my killer instincts, my impulse control, my everything. I'm start missing trainings. I'm start missing food. I'm start not from time to time not read and meditate because I was fucking beating myself for not doing sales but doing service delivery. But that was the right thing. Like, this is what is funny. That was the right thing to do. Because now we have a product that's amazing. And we are going to improve it as well. And at the end of the day, if we get this one of the biggest clients on the market working for them, that's gonna beat any sales I would anyway do in the last month. Because when people hear we are working for them, because they most of the industry envy them, they hate them as well because how successful they are. I don't know if there's any company in my niche that's like sponsors of an NBA team. You see what I'm saying? They are killing it on the market. When I was calling one city, everyone was where they are most dominate. Everyone was crying about them. And when people, if we start working with them, and when people hear like, "Hey, these guys are working with them, they must be good," And if that happens, it's going to be because I stopped doing sales. And what I was trying to say, I slide from the story too much, way too much. It's fucking hard to, and this is why I was talking in the last 5 minutes, and I was talking about me beating myself up. I was emotional about doing the right decision. I was beating myself up because I did the right decision. And in the same way, it is easy to do the wrong decision. When you should do sales to procrastinate towards making a website or whatever, service delivery, I'm like, I'm watching the Facebook ads library competition, which I did today as well. But the hardest thing is knowing when you should do it and when you should not. And you see why I did? For me, it was a time to do it. I did it, but I was feeling guilty of doing it. And that's why I'm saying this is hard, like making the right decision, and putting yourself out emotionally. Man, I thought a few years ago that I'm so emotionally stable compared to the people around myself, that I'm like, my wifey is always calling me that I have zero emotions and stuff like that. But I'm still not there. They're still driving me around, So there's so much more to control and to grow. Let me. I want to. I like to watch myself more than the camera over there. Uh, and yeah, I was saying, okay, I'm gonna do a video of 3 minutes again. I'm gonna bail, and it's a 30 fucking minutes. But I hope I shared some wisdom. I shared some knowledge. Shared some amazing things to you guys. Who, if anyone is watching, well, I have a few views a day, so I hope you are. Thanks if you did watch this until the end. Thank you so much. Hope you got some value out of this. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna drink my glass of water, and I will tell you if yeah, Sunday to tomorrow I'm traveling, so Sunday I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna tell you if I did. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.